Hello, guys. How are you? How is quarantine? I hope you have been doing great. Welcome to our lesson number 2. Before we start, we are going to remember some previous contents. We studied some celebrations and traditions around the world. For example, St. Patrick's Day, the maypole dancing, the British Morris dancing, and the English cheese rolling. And you had to send a picture of you representing one celebration or tradition. Great! Let's start with our second lesson. Our objective for today is to identify weird things that people do in Britain. Let's travel to London to investigate about weird things that British people do. Hi, welcome to London. I talked to some friends and they explained to me some strange and weird things that British people do. Let's study these weird things. British people are very serious about their cups of teas. They have tea houses and shops that specialize in different types of teas. Let's have a cup of tea in London. Let's continue with our trip and investigation in London. What other weird things do British people do? In the bathrooms, the British people tend to have separate hot water and cold water taps. In Europe, generally, the taps are mixed taps, so it means that you just move it to the left if you want hot water and move it to the right it to be cold. The third weird thing that British people do is that they drive on the left hand side of the road. Imagine driving on the left side. Difficult, right? In Chile, people drive on the right side of the road. The next weird thing is that lawyers and judges wear those wide wigs. Another weird thing is that British people love queuing. This social system is very concrete in the British society, and you can't ignore it. So just be careful. It's best to wait your turn. Don't go ahead. And the last and final weird thing that British people do is that sometimes people don't have physical money to pay. Someone so they would literally just write on a piece of paper. For example, I promise to pay the very sum of €30. They would swear on the Queen's life that they were going to pay this money to that particular person. Mm, now, it's time to go back to Chile. See you in the classroom. Welcome back. It was a very beautiful trip in London. Remember, we investigated the weird things that British people do. 1. Serious about tea. 2. Hot and cold water taps. 3. Drive on the left side of the road. 4. Love queuing. 5. Promise to pay on a piece of paper. Now, it's your time to complete the next activity. Pay attention to the whiteboard. 1. Think about 5 weird things that Chilean people do. Represent each weird thing with one picture. Total 5 pictures. 3. You must describe each weird thing on the picture. Write on a poster or on the picture. And send the picture to the email of the teacher. Finally, you will have to complete activity 2. Pay attention to the instructions. 1. Choose or select one of the British weird things. 2. Represent the British weird thing on a picture. And 3. Send the picture to the teacher's email. Remember, if you have any questions, send me an email or write me through Hangouts. It's time to go. I hope you have enjoyed this class and this short but funny trip to London. See you next Friday and another trip to cultures and traditions around the world. Cheers!